Hey guys, with the recent influx of new viewers on the channel, I've been getting quite a few comments, mentioning or asking why I have the likes and dislikes hidden. And this is actually something I've had on the channel for years upon years now, but I figured I would go ahead and address it yet again. I've addressed it before, but I'll go ahead and just address it again quickly. The reason I have them off and why I've had them off for years is because back when I did reaction based content, like my Fallout 4 reaction and, when I would do trailer reactions and stuff like that, I garnered quite a large negative audience, quite a lot of, haters or trolls, whatever you like to call them. And they would do what was called dislike bomb my content, which is where they would just go and they would mass dislike everything. It didn't matter what it was, it didn't matter the content, it didn't matter how good the content was. It was just mass dislikes on everything. And that really has a negative impact, especially on YouTube themselves have talked about this for why they started to hide the dislikes, but that has a really negative impact on small channels that don't have a lot, like a large subscriber base, because most of your viewers are going to not be subscribed. So most of the people finding your channel it's going to be their first impression. And if they click on your video and their first impression is they see, the likes and the dislikes, and they see a ton of dislikes or a disproportionate amount of dislikes, even something like 30 or 40% dislikes is really, really bad. And so they're going to go into the video, they're going to see those dislikes, and they're instantly going to have a negative bias, right? And so that's why I turned it off all the time ago. And honestly, I've never regretted it since. There was a very noticeable increase in the like percentage, within a couple weeks of doing this, because all of a sudden them leaving dislikes no longer was hurting the channel, so it instantly improved. And I've seen a similar thing since. I mean, obviously, some videos I'll post, and some videos are bad videos, or some videos are poorly received. And that totally happens, especially when you post as many videos and, make as much content as I do on the channel over the years. It's bound to happen. And some of them will still get disliked quite a lot. But for the most part, my likes and everything are much higher than they were previously. And I also just think it's a much healthier viewing experience. I think it's much healthier to go into a video with a blank slate and then form your own opinion as you watch the video versus come into a video and then instantly kind of judge, what people are thinking by looking at the likes and the dislikes. And it's the reason why I've never turned off comments, because another thing from a creator standpoint, from my standpoint, if I make a video and it has a bunch of dislikes, that tells me nothing. Like you would think, maybe from a viewer perspective, you would think that that would tell the content creator something, but it really tells them nothing because it doesn't tell them why the dislike is happening. Is the dislike happening because you don't like my voice? Is it happening because of a technical difficulty in the video? Is it happening because you don't like something I say? Is it happening because you don't like my face or what I'm wearing? You just don't like the game. Who knows, right? It tells me nothing, but comments are great. I mean, other than the hate ones and the troll ones, but comments are great, especially constructive ones, because it could actually give a very, you know, clear indicator of, hey, you said this or you did this, and like, I wasn't a fan of this, and that actually can help me improve the content going forward. But dislikes, they really just don't do anything positive. I think the only positive thing I can think of is detecting scams. If you like if you have like a technical difficulty or something, or maybe you're looking for a game or something like that, and it's some video that's a scam and they're trying to get you to click on links and stuff like that, then seeing the dislikes can most definitely help in that. But obviously that's not really applicable to my channel. I just sit here and I talk a lot of times, or I'm reviewing games, or I'm posting highlights from the stream of, you know, enjoying games. So you don't really have to worry about getting scammed or something like that. So I just don't really see the value in dislikes. And nowadays you can't even see them anyway. So it really is not that big of an impact. Like the only way that you can see dislikes now is if you know, are using if you're watching on your computer, I think, and then you have like the extension that allows you to see it. But even then, that doesn't give you an accurate picture of the content because that only is able to show you what other people also watching on desktop, also with that extension, have done. You know, so it's kind of one of those things where you're not only getting such a small percentage of people because who the hell watches YouTube on desktop, right? It's a very small number, and then you're getting a even smaller number of that audience because they have to be, you know, using the extension or whatever. And yeah, it's just it's not even accurate, you know, most of the time, I would say. So yeah, that's my reasoning for it. Basically, to just protect against trolls, haters, whatever you would say, and to allow people to come to their own conclusions in the video. And now, funny enough, the great thing about having dislikes hidden is that dislikes actually do help the channel. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know, but likes and dislikes both count as engagement. And YouTube uses an engagement based algorithm, which means that comments, likes, and dislikes all help the channel. And it's kind of a funny thing, you know, people will think they're really giving it to the man or whatever by leaving a hate comment and disliking. And both of those things are actually helping the channel quite a bit. So, yeah, it just turns dislikes into something that helps the channel instead of hurts the channel because if people can't see them, then they're helping, you know, the channel. So, it's yeah, I don't really see any reason to have them on, at least from my POV. But yeah, that'll do it for this video. Just wanted to explain that real quick. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see all of you in the next video or stream Maroney. Bye bye.